Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Sorry
Hope
it took a
everyone
moment. I had
is
tech problems.
Yeah, our logo disappeared and it wouldn't let us start without putting the logo back on. So
Yeah. It's because we did some back-end changes, and so we moved from Google to Microsoft for a lot of stuff, and so I just had to point it to the new thing. But this is the first time we've done it. So hello, Donna and Olivia, and whoever else is watching. I see there's more than that watching, but I don't know who you are. So.
But yes, hello everyone.
Hello, Deanne.
And Kate. Hello, Kate.
And Kate.
We're hoping everyone is having a good weekend. I am super curious. I don't know if everyone, and hello, Megan. I don't know if everyone has had a chance to listen to this most recent week's episode, or if you didn't get a chance to listen to the episode, if you've seen some of the news announcements. I'm curious what everyone's thoughts are with all of the announcements that came out from the South by Southwest conference. So this is a non-Disney event that Disney went to and presented, and their topic was about world building. And so we got to see a lot of sneak peeks, even some celebrity guest appearances during this, but they talked about the new stuff coming to Disneyland, also some of the new stuff coming to Disney World as far as the attractions go. So I'm curious, if folks have heard about this, what your thoughts are, what you're excited about. I'll start with non-Disneyland things because I'll let you guys tell us about your excitement on Disneyland things. I thought it was wildly crazy, the behind-the-scenes looks that they gave for the 2 new attractions coming to Walt Disney World. The one that has my mind totally boggled is the new coaster that's going to be Monsters Inc. themed, and it's going to be you're racing through the doors room for Monsters Inc. Watching the video of how guests are going to be loaded and then picked up and then taken into the attraction and then turned and then zip away. I was like, I can't even wrap my head around what that's going to be like to see in person. Did you see the video of this?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Technology, man. Technology.
Wild.
Because didn't they have this in the call it Imagineering thing?
It may have been. There was definitely more stuff for the Avengers e-ticket. Yeah, Olivia, I thought the same thing, that Iron Man ride, the Stark something, looks way more intense.
Stark Flight Lab.
Yeah, looks way more intense than I thought it was going to be too.
Well, here's what I thought when I saw the Stark Flight Lab thing was, it reminds me of when Indy first opened. When Indy first opened, the Indiana Jones adventure was wild, and people were having back problems and neck problems and everything else. So I'm watching this and I'm like, have all the Imagineers who worked on that retired? Because I feel like they're gonna open it being wild, and then people are gonna throw up, and people are gonna get neck and back problems. So they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna tame it down a little bit.
Well, didn't they kind of do that for Cosmic Rewind? Didn't they tame it down a little bit?
They might have. So if I share this, let me see if I can share this. If I select this button, which does not have the right Safari window, give me 1 second.
Yeah, so Olivia, I was thinking flying more along the lines of Soarin', a little bit more gradual and not quite the zipping around and it almost looks like there's G-forces and floating and all that. I was like, what
I thought it was
here?
Really cool that they're doing this thing where they're going from one ride system to another, they're taking the pod and connecting to a different thing.
That looks cool. That's gonna be showcase that they're not they said.
You're talking about this part?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be this wild. I think they'll tame it down a little bit because I think people would
have problems.
This would be a lot. But it also looked I think there's a part later, don't they show that people are wearing 3D glasses or 3D goggles in them?
Not for this one, but they were talking about there was 3D goggles for the e-ticket attraction.
See, this just looks wild to me. And they were talking about how they're not hiding the technology. They won't put this. A lot of times they hide things.
I think that makes total sense, though, for it being Tony Stark's flight lab. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I got to catch up on the chat. Yes, the Star Wars bots are so cute. I love that the BDX droids even have the little. I am a terrible person. I think his name's Otto. But the little new mechanic guy, how they have an extra animatronic on top of the animatronics. I thought that was so cute. Let's see.
Sorry, I'm just watching this
No, you're
like
good.
craziness.
Yes, I think the Monsters ride looks so fun, and I'm kind of sad that it's World getting it and not Land. But
Now, my last question about this is just from my last question about this is just from a capacity standpoint.
I like that, Olivia. She's talking about this if there was 2 sections, like kind of like we've got the spinning, the Wheel of Death or the calm, nice ride around. Mickey,
so like they have
the Pixar
in
Pal Around. Same thing with
Mission to Mars or whatever.
Yep. Same thing with the
Mission Space,
where there's like the more intense and the less intense. This is this is much more intense.
But I'm just thinking like capacity. So each of these, what do we think? Each of these holds, it looks like 2.
2.
So you're loading here, right? So you've got, a load section, and then it goes to this next section. And then does this, I guess it just picks up and does things. So do you just kind of go along to whatever's available?
I don't know. I'm very curious about this whole thing.
Because it looks like it goes through a process here maybe, and then maybe it drops you off here, and then it comes around and picks you up here. I don't know. If it can keep, I mean, this seems like it's moving a lot of people through.
It seems like it's moving more people through than I would have thought when they originally were talking about this. Yes, Kate, I agree. They're going to need, there's going to be 2 attractions in Disneyland that are going to have barf bags.
Yeah.
And it's the Spinning Wheel of Death and now this. Malibu receipts. Let's see. I love the ride mechanisms that they showed off. More screen-based version of Hogwarts, which 11 years
that's
ago.
true.
But I don't know if there's going to be screens with this one.
Well, what are you going to be looking at?
Nothing. I don't think you're looking at anything. I
think that they're going to give you a headset is what I'm thinking. Because like I said, I think I saw somewhere
that
when they were demoing it that they had like a 3D Apple thing on.
Oh.
Not 3D glasses. I mean like a headset that's playing a 3D thing. I swore somewhere in here I saw that.
I think Robert Downey Jr. is wearing those.
I'm just trying to find where they had it here. Robert Downey Jr. is very excited to be involved in all of this, which is cool. Yeah, because what was that? Like,
but I don't know. It's hard to say because they're just doing random other imaginary behind the scene kind of stuff.
By the way, I get why they're trying to do this to delay this until the Mandalorian movie comes out, but they should be giving that upgrade to Smuggler's Run this summer. Like it shouldn't be something that's gonna, because they're like, we've got this thing, and I was like, oh cool, and they're like, it's coming in May
2026,
and I was like, May next year. Like that's over a year away.
Yeah,
like that's so disappointing.
Yeah. However, I am curious, what is everyone's thoughts with that? Because they did show 3 different locations. So do we think you get to visit all 3 locations, or do you think you visit one location and each ride and each mission could be different?
That's what I think.
I'm hoping for different mission and rides and different experiences.
I think that's what it's going to be.
That'll be cool if they do that.
Because that'll really boost this. Now, I will say, like, when Alex went, Alex loved this ride. And I think it's because he's of the generation, like, he wants to be able to impact the thing that's happening.
Sure.
And so when you're piloting the Falcon, even though you're not, like, you can't turn the Falcon around and fly in the opposite direction.
Yeah.
You still are controlling kind of where on the guided path you're going. And so he really liked that aspect that, like, it was up to us how good we, like, shot things or launched things or whatever for it to turn out. So I think, I don't know. I didn't look at it that way because to me it was kind of, I don't know. I guess we know what Disney does. So to us it was a little underwhelming. But for him, he thought it was great. And I think there's a lot of people who love this attraction. So
that's true.
But yeah, I'm hoping that they do something.
I did think it was cool that they had quite the behind the scenes on how it works.
Yes.
They really went behind the scenes to show how this whole thing works.
And showing, like, didn't they talk? I don't know if they talked about here. It was in one of the articles that I was reading about this, that they were talking about how, like, it's so nice because, like, if one pod goes down, it was fine. And then even if one, like, circular pod goes down, they still have stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good that they're doing that, but then you get things like Guardians where we only have 3 elevator shafts, and if one shaft's down, like a third is down, where this has like 4. You know what happened on our trip that we didn't tell you about? We were on this, and their computers were having problems or something because there were times where it would like freeze for a second,
Oh,
and like we were still like moving and stuff, but it was like the graphics
screen.
were glitching, like it would just like freeze for half a second or
Yeah.
something, and I was like, oh, that's weird, like because when you're immersed and suddenly it like freezes,
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
what the But yeah, I'm glad that they showed this and it's really cool. Did you like, from somebody who's a Haunted Mansion fan, did you like that they were interviewing that one person next to the Haunted Mansion track as it was going by?
Yeah, like the backside of the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah,
track.
and you could see like under the track. I was like, that's how that works. Like, I don't know. I thought it was so cool to see. Here, I'll show it on the thing here.
See, but where
You can see under it.
Oh, you know where that is? That's the attic.
Yeah, this is that door that opens.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is in that room or whatever.
So that's So right. Wow, that's crazy.
Because you can see all the stuff behind it.
Yeah, I didn't. When I was first watching this, I was too mesmerized by like the mechanism and the doom buggy that I wasn't paying attention to. Where are they? But yeah, look at that.
Yeah. I did not know that there was this much under the track.
There's a
Like,
lot under the
I
track.
thought that everything was kind of. I thought it was
Can
maybe.
everybody still see our screen?
Yes.
Wild. Did anyone else catch that they were like
Yeah.
basically in the attic for this shot?
I don't think I noticed it, so you just said something. I was too
That's
focused on trying to
crazy.
see this bottom part.
Me too. I was like watching all the stuff. I was like, where is this random
It's so
like,
cool.
I didn't even put two and two together that it was like part of the attraction. This obviously, yes, they're in the attraction. But I did not put it together that they were in the attraction watching the doom buggies go past. That's wild.
I just was like, oh, Teresa's gonna love that you could like see the mechanism like under it.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was not looking at the actual set. That's crazy.
Yeah. Now when we go by there, I'm just gonna be like, they filmed this thing right there.
I've paid attention to there's like it looks like a garage door on that wall. I've noticed that and I've paid attention to that before. Can you please back up to like in the beginning?
Okay.
They are not quite that far beginning. Yes.
Where they're in like the wooden.
No.
Because that was kind of funny.
There's little Easter eggs and little hints at the new e-ticket attraction.
Which one? The e-ticket?
Right, you're in there now. Right there. This is the Avengers e-ticket attraction. That is a mock-up vehicle for the new Avengers ride. What the heck is it called? That's coming.
Infinity Defense.
Yes. This is a mock-up for the Infinity Defense ride vehicle right here. Keep watching. You'll see that it's like a big screen-based thing.
Yep. I'm taking this in for a minute. Mm-hmm. It also looks like they might be projecting stuff on the ride vehicle itself because there's like a number that changes, and they've got the same thing down here, kind of.
So look, there's like where they're
like
jumping.
A portal opening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and like a door.
And the door opens too, and then you go into this other room, which is just this big. So yeah, I thought that was interesting that we didn't really get much information on that e-ticket, but they kind of snuck some in there. There they are with their 3D glasses, and there was another like screen with Loki on that attraction.
See, this is what I was thinking. Maybe this is what I was thinking about with the 3D glasses that they on this type of thing that they were going to do that on the other attraction.
Yeah, I wonder what that. I don't know what that attraction is.
But look at how like
the wood. Yeah, how
they just mock up this stuff. Yeah. By the way, that is so CGI added, like explosions and water splashing. I was like, this looks ridiculous what they've done in this spot. Like it doesn't, I've seen so many ride through videos. It does not look like that at all. And Bob Gurr.
Yes, I agree, Olivia. I'm hoping that it's not really just a screen ride.
It looks like you go through a thing. So I feel like it'll move.
Yeah, I think it moves. So I'm kind of wondering if it's kind of like what Ratatouille is, how Ratatouille's got screen and physical, but I don't even know how they're going to do physical stuff in here.
Did you go to Islands of Adventure in Florida?
A long time ago, yes.
Did you ever ride the Spider-Man attraction there?
No, I went I was all Hogwarts.
Okay.
All Hogwarts, all Hogsmeade, all.
Okay. Because they have like a lot of their attractions. Like if we end up picking one day of going to Universal, the Transformers ride at Universal's like this, where they have a lot of screens, but then like some physical sets.
Oh, kind of like Hogwarts.
Yeah, but like not as many physical sets. So I'm wondering if it's going to be something kind of like that. But I also feel like they were saying in the chat earlier, that this kind of feels like Andy was saying, this kind of feels like they're catching up and trying to duplicate like Harry Potter. Simpsons, right? Yeah, that too. Yes, Cosmic Rewind sounds amazing. You should go back to Disney World, Teresa. They don't require a virtual queue for it anymore.
I know.
By the way,
I know.
what an amazing, like, some of these photos I've never seen of Bob Gurr before,
Yeah.
like this, and like him like hanging out in the like under the trunk of or the hood of the car here in a minute. Like, what? This one I've seen a ton
That
of.
one,
Yeah. Yeah. If you haven't seen this, you should definitely go watch it because they were like, this is cool.
Get your Kleenex box out though,
Yeah,
or your tissue
that's what I was
box.
just gonna say, is that they're very.
There was a sneak attack, like sentimental moment that like just hits you in the feels.
Yeah.
Here's Otto.
What was that? I'm trying to like catch it when it's doing it.
Oh,
Like,
that thing.
this.
I don't know, because it's just a single seat too, so I have no idea.
but there's like a screen in front of it. There's so much going on in this like video that we have no idea.
Dan, can you put the link in here?
Yeah.
Dan, this is on YouTube. So, that's a Splash Mountain. Well, or Tiana's by Adventure Log.
Yep.
There's the thing. So you can go watch the whole thing. We'll move on from it since this is something you can all go watch on your own. But yeah, I was just curious what people's thoughts and reactions were to some of the things that were sneak peeked in this, and then also some of the things that they were showcasing during the South by Southwest
Some others are only talked
presentation.
about. Main Street Vehicles, of course, they talked to Bob Gurr about this. Yeah. Looking back at some old Main Street stuff.
Yeah.
It was super cool. Oh, and they showed off
Cars
some
stuff.
things for the new Cars area in Florida. If they do this, like they're kind of, because they're talking about trying to make ride vehicles like this that are trackless, that would be amazing if they could do that. Like,
Yeah. There's they do have, again, if you like pay close attention to this video, you do see some of the ride vehicles that they're working on, like the actual attraction ride vehicles, not just the whatever that thing is that you can buy.
like an ATV,
Yeah. Or is it a UTV? Is that what those are
UTV
called?
maybe.
Yeah, at one point you're like, I think that's one of the attraction vehicles. Not
Well, there's
that.
like a printed version.
No, there was like an actual like big version.
Well, because they were, obviously that was a ride control system that the guy was just sitting at. This?
Yeah, right here. Would be one of them. Yeah.
That's crazy that they have something built already. And it's not even. So then the door coaster, like, this looks kind of cool.
That was the concept art that they showed off during the D23. Maybe that's what the 3D glasses thing that they had people sitting in.
Because where did you see the thing where it picks you up? Was it on this?
I don't remember if it was on this or for sure it was online.
Huh. I just feel like they put a lot of that stuff in this video to be super cool about
The
it.
camera's not on. Vern just walked in and he was trying to
Guess
look
what?
all
Camera's
awkward
on
and
now.
weird. There's
you go.
Vern looking awkward and weird with your burgundy on red.
Well, yeah,
Lovely.
because that's you look good.
Okay.
Rails to Trails Marathon
Yeah,
in Norwalk, Wisconsin. That sounds cool.
it was my second marathon.
Ooh. Olivia says hi.
Hello, Olivia.
Has Vern seen this video yet?
No.
No.
Vern
Yes, we
definitely
said.
is not.
Deanne says
It's a
hello.
hi,
YouTube
Deanne.
video that you should go watch because it's long and it's 20 minutes long.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah. It's all sorts of behind the
We call
scenes
it
stuff.
adventuring. Okay.
It's very cool.
You get to see cool stuff like Teresa just realizing that this spot where they're talking about the Haunted Mansion ride vehicles
Is in the Haunted
is in the attic.
Yeah.
They're behind that door
Oh, yeah.
that's there, and you get to see the underbelly.
The puppies. Well, Piper is at our feet. She's passed out.
Oh,
Yeah, she is.
She was so asleep.
She's very asleep. And Luna has been like passed out most of the afternoon too. We took them for a long walk that apparently just zapped them of their energy.
Well, it was finally nice enough out. Yeah.
Huh. Just
Luna's
zapped.
been following me around downstairs, and She sleeps. I move to a different room. She wakes
And then
up.
she wakes up,
follows me.
moves, and then sleeps again. Yep.
Typical. Yeah, so she's.
Spoiled girls.
Yep.
I mean, good for them. They have good. What is it?
Piper.
Fur parents, or I guess they're your fur babies.
You're like so not
You know,
waking up.
people call them our fur babies, but when we call children skin babies, we get yelled at.
It's because we have a word for them, Vern. It's called babies.
Yeah, they're my babies. Stop putting fur in front of it. Weirdos.
She like wants nothing to do.
She's like, "Would you just leave me alone?" I don't think
Yeah,
this will
she's,
reach.
She's down to for the count. Oh gosh.
Let's see. It will kind of reach.
Sorry, everyone. Yeah, there's Piper just like.
Piper, say hi to your adoring
there
fans.
you go, Pipes.
She's like,
She
I
just-
was sleeping. Can you
she
just leave
just
me alone?
Yeah. Anyways, there's Piper
And our lovely
and our
cable
lovely
under the table.
cabling. Don't look at that.
Could have been worse.
Anyways, what other fun things? Oh, 70th. We did all sorts of talk about 70th stuff, which not too. Oh no, there was new stuff. I'm like, there wasn't too much new.
Wait. Pause before we move on from South by Southwest. What did you think about the Fantastic Four Tomorrowland?
I'm
thing?
curious.
Yeah.
We talked about it on the show, James and I. But I'm just really, I think it's very interesting that they're choosing for them to come to Tomorrowland because they are Marvel characters.
Sure.
And all other Marvel characters that have appeared in the park have appeared at
Avengers Campus.
Avengers Campus. So there are some folks that are wondering, is this a hint at like a Tomorrowland redo? And would it be kind of like, because Fantastic Four is kind of set in what Tomorrowland, like the 60s version of the future. So so folks online, which I'm kind of curious too, because again, I feel like it's intentional that they're in Tomorrowland. Is this a hint at a Tomorrowland retheme on the horizon? And it'll be, again, like the 60s version of what the future looks like.
The downside will be we won't be getting any type of tomorrow. Like with the 70th here, there's no way in the next 18 months we're getting anything.
No.
Because they're not going to take down a land for refurbishment during a huge celebration.
Kate thinks that they can't have Fantastic Four people.
Oh.
Well, they are. Yeah, you're right, because they are like non-Avengers.
Sure.
Everyone else is kind of related to the Avengers in some shape or form. Trying to think of who all's been, like who.
Has been in Tomorrowland?
Yeah, like even all the random people that have popped up.
In Tomorrowland?
Yeah, because there was like that. What was that? The wolf something. I didn't know about that one.
Wolf something.
Wasn't there like a knights? It was a Disney Plus thing, I think.
Are you talking about Moon Knight?
No, yeah, well, yeah, Moon Knight was one of them, but no, I thought there was like some sort of like, I thought he was like a werewolf or something like that.
Right there, full list.
Where you see the
Disney
full
Plus
list.
Marvel shows. Oh, right there. Just Marvel.com. Marvel TV shows, series, and programs. That'll be
Perfect.
a whole list of everything, right?
Perfect. No, not.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
I don't either. This one, Werewolf by Night.
I literally didn't even know that
Yeah.
was a thing. 2022, that's why.
Yeah, but he appeared in Avengers Campus.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I did not watch this, so I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so
But I don't know if that's like within the same stuff as the
Sure.
Avengers or not. I have no idea.
let's move on to the 70th like you were trying to do. What do you think about this Celebrate Happy theme for the 70th? It seems kind of
You mean like the decor? or
no,
what do you
like
mean?
the theme
I
of Celebrate
have
Happy.
No real thoughts on it until I know like what the song is.
Okay. Because it was so funny.
I don't
'cause
really have an opinion yet.
there were some people online talking about this, and like they were like, "Oh man, Disney's really lost their like creative mojo." And then somebody listed like all the other
Yeah.
name like celebration like themes, and they all seemed like they were like variations of the exact same thing. It was like the happiest homecoming, the most magical place on earth, the magic this and magic that and happy that. So I don't know.
I
we'll have to
think
see.
the thing I think that's interesting is, well, is there like an over, because the Celebrate Happy is the song. Is that what the whole
You'll get to celebrate
quote,
happy.
Celebrate Happy?
Yeah, celebrate happy is like the theme of the celebration. In fact, if you look at the concept art that they have for the
Oh, you're
right
right.
here,
It does
celebrate
say,
happy.
It does say Celebrate
so
Happy
if I bring
on
this
stuff.
up on so here, celebrate happy, celebrate happy, and then here and here.
What is 70 years? Because right there was like the diamond.
I think it's diamond again. I know you think it's weird, but I think it was diamond again. Or it's gold again or something like that.
'70th celebration. Yeah, I don't
Platinum.
remember. Platinum. Oh, we just had platinum.
Yep.
What was platinum that we just had?
Disney 100. Everything was at like iridescent platinum.
No, I thought there was like another one. Just make it sparkly and everyone will be happy. That's funny. I wonder if maybe that's the problem, is we just had Disney 100, which was like platinum and silver. So now we're going
I think
colorful.
this looks cool.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I just realized the fountains are back on in this. I just love that
They were
they're
off
keeping.
when we were there.
Were they?
I don't know what was going on.
But look at bring that back up again, please. Thank you. Look at the little banners. They have, I don't know, like
Trumpets.
Yeah, but then it
Pixie
wraps
dust.
around the light fixture too.
Yeah. I also was laughing because this is the light pole that's missing where they have that box right now. So hopefully it'll be back.
Well, according to the concept art, it will be. The one thing that I'm a little sad about is the castle. I think the thing I'm the most like sad about is like the castle decoration, because it seems like we used to get for the big celebrations, and maybe they're waiting for 75, that they would do more. Like the roof had like decor, and like the castle just felt more decorated overall. Now we just kind of have a little bunting thing in front, kind of like Walt Disney World, the 50th. They like had ribbon looking things wrapped around the turrets.
Looking back,
look right there.
Looking back, this was kind of gaudy. Now that I'm looking at it, can I just open image in new tab? That was kind of gaudy, actually. Looking at this concept art, I'm like, I would hate if
Is
they
that
did
what
this
it looks
now.
like?
Yeah, I mean, it was a little toned down from this, but
Didn't
basically,
have all the
it had the
crowns.
crowns.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, let me see if we can find a photo quick that somebody actually like took during the 50th. Oh, this is gonna be all Disney World, so Disneyland 50th.
Do you
Sleeping
still have
Beauty.
this up so everyone's watching you?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Trees always. Oh, see here. This is a picture.
Oh,
of,
that's not bad.
Here's.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, it was toned down. It wasn't like the gold wasn't like gold. Well, that was what they. But this was also before we got the redo of everything. And actually, this part right here. Let me see if I can. This part right here actually ended up staying. As part of the castle until recently. This like little railing here.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that railing.
Yeah.
There's ones off to the side too. But yeah, I guess I'm just.
All right.
I remember them like, and again, maybe they're waiting until the 75th. But yeah, I just remember the castle kind of being more 60th. Also, the castle was more adorned than what the 70th looks to be now. Yeah, because it looked like there was like silver ribbons and stuff on the roof lines.
Here is the
60th there's like
castle.
Things draped, diamonds, right?
It was diamond celebration. Yep. So they had like the turrets were all diamonds, and they had this. This was weird to me. This like line.
I'm calling it like it's ribbon.
Sure.
But yeah, so I guess I'm just a little disappointed with the castle because it's just the little bunting thing.
Yeah, because if we
maybe they got away from doing
Maybe because the castle looks great how it is.
Well, either that or maybe they just got away from doing that kind of stuff because of people's photos, but that doesn't make sense because you still have the giant 70th thing, like,
This does seem out of scale with the rest of the castle, but
yeah, I'm curious. Again, like other things, I will not pass judgment until
you see it.
I see it in person.
I mean, just look at the caricatureness of like the Main Street,
Yeah.
like buildings and
Look
stuff.
at the castle. That I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I think this will be cool. Some people were saying that like they didn't like this and they thought that the Pixar Fest one was like super ugly and stuff. But I actually really liked it.
Yeah, the thing that
They're gonna have another one. In the middle
that
of...
looks interesting to me. I don't know how I feel about that, but
Did you see that like each one is supposed to represent one of the original lands or something like that?
oh no, I did not see that.
Yeah. I also am glad that they actually decided to put color in the words of Disneyland because this was what they had before. It was just black, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. So they've kind of swapped these out to be different things. I'm very, very excited for World of Color to come back, though.
Yeah.
And for this was the 60th, because this is the 60th castle right here. For the Frozen thing to come back. Wondrous Journeys was great. It should be a pretty good celebration, I think.
It will.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get an indication here if like any of this is any different. Doesn't look like it. And then the cavalcade. So they're adding for the day. It's a cavalcade, which I think is cool. So like,
I'm a little sad that it's not a parade.
Sure,
but
they didn't
there
have to do
must
anything.
be something with backstage going on because it feels like if there's a daytime in both parks, if there's a daytime parade, then there isn't a nighttime parade, or if there's a nighttime parade, then there isn't really a daytime parade.
You don't think it's just money?
I don't know.
Also, how do you feel about? Because I wasn't on the episode. How do you feel about adding?
Love this.
Sure.
I love this because they did it in such a way. First of all, it says it's an artist concept. It looks like it's a photo, so I don't actually know if that's an artist concept or if that is what it looks like truly. Right? Doesn't it look like it looks like a photo?
No, it's definitely a drawing. But yeah, it's stylized like that. But yeah.
But it looks so good. I think. Are you showing this again?
Yeah.
I just don't know because sometimes you zip around quickly. So
I don't think this is too.
I think it
like
looks
in
great.
your face,
No,
which is good.
No, what I said on the show this week was that it looks like it was there. If you didn't know, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. Midway Mania, it's kind of cool that they're maybe going to add some little touches, which I think is kind of cool. But I feel like this attraction, I don't know what it is. Maybe it needs to go down for refurbishment. But I feel like the last few times I've ridden this attraction, it's just felt like it just needs a refurbishment.
Well, maybe that's what there's going to be something before we start.
We can hope.
Because it's going to go down for a refurbishment because look in the background. I was pointing this out on this week's episode. It's not just the screens that they're updating. There's physical sets that they're updating too.
It'll be cool to have some new things in there.
Well, and like, have they ever done anything different in there?
Not that I'm aware of.
So I think that's fun.
I think
look at this sweatshirt. I didn't even notice. Nope. Go up. That one. I didn't even notice the sweatshirt before. I was just paying attention to the hat.
Mice Chat was saying that they were it was kind of supposed to be like Smuggler's Run where they were supposed to have different ones that they could swap out and they just never have. I kind of like this like little fluorescent-y thing. Ooh.
That's the new lug bag.
I like this like this logo is going to be on everything, which will be wonderful.
I like the Spirit jersey. I really, really love
I like the color, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love the I don't even know, rainbow. It's not really, it's like an ombre. It's like an ombre rainbow. I really like it.
It's just like
so
a fade.
Cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And that's just a sneak peek. So again, we'll see how everything shakes out. I'm curious if they're playing it a little
close to the vest.
No, they're playing like if the 75th is when they're going to go all out.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's just not as because like again, like 50 is exciting. 60 they went all out. So it feels weird that 70 is not.
But you're so close to 75.
Yeah. So that's why I wonder if it's just kind of a like we're gonna do something. We'll do something, but not quite the big like amazing thing. But again, we've got updates to attraction. We've got a new Walt animatronic coming in, which I'm still trying to hold off judgment until I see it, but I'm just so nervous about that still.
Well, they must be
nervous.
nervous too because it was supposed to open earlier.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I think they realized that it has to be
It needs to be perfect.
perfect.
And it needs to be perfect all the time.
Yeah.
They cannot have an off day. Ooh.
Can you imagine like the animatronic going crazy? They're like, Walt! Ah!
Oh no. Not good. Not good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just still.
I'm excited for it though. I hope I can't wait to like see it. But we'll have to see how it goes.
I am curious what the demand's going to be for it right away. Like, are lots of people going to be flocking to see it, or because right now it's not like there's people that go to Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, but it's not like you have to wait a couple of like there's not a queue.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like you can go see. Like you just have to wait for the next show.
Even during the 50th, when they had like the 50th show in there, you never had to wait. Like you would always get into whatever the next showing was. Like the theater was fuller, but you never had to like. It wasn't something where you're like, oh, we can't fit you in here. You got to wait till the next time.
Sure.
So, I'm excited to see it.
Don't have a good gauge of how many people I would assume or guess could fit into the.
We have an internet.
It's true. How many people can fit in that theater? I really 100, 150, 200? I'm sure there's probably a sign that I've walked past multiple times that tells me
500 per show.
Really?
Yep.
Holy
It is
buckets.
a large auditorium.
Wow. Would not have thought 500. Wow.
You don't think so?
That just seems like to me that makes me think like the American Adventure thing at Epcot just like 500 because that's much bigger.
Yep.
Dang.
I'm trying to find a picture of just like the theater. Like no, of course nobody like takes. Oh, here we go.
Kind of.
That could be 500. So here's a picture.
I
like
don't
this
know.
could because this
Still.
like back here. I mean, that's already just like a couple of these rows is probably
I
close
suppose.
to 100.
Yeah, I just definitely would not have guessed that.
Well, you don't think about it because most of the time when you go in there, there's like 15 people in there. It's the same picture. I was just gonna. Yeah. So I don't know. I just hope that it's good. I hope that people don't freak out about it, and I hope they do a good job on it. That's my hope. I think they will.
As best as you can hope from. I just worry about how like look at Tiana, poor Tiana.
She's working again though.
I know, but like I feel like you can't have that happen with Walt.
She was.
Yeah, I feel like you cannot have something like that happen with him.
No. Well, and I think they know that, and I think that's why they pushed it back. And I think what I don't understand, like with the Tiana situation, is like what is going on with those animatronics? Because, like, we have animatronics in a lot of things, and they work just fine. Why is it this animatronic?
When we were talking with the folks at D23, the Imagineers and the Imagineers that were working on animatronics and in that area, we were talking to them because we were curious, like we are, and they basically said like once it is installed in the park, it's not it's like it's on the parks to do the maintenance and stuff and not necessarily on Imagineering. So
yeah, no,
I
it
feel
gets
like
handed over to the park.
Yeah, so I feel like that might be
but it's
limited
new.
knowledge versus.
Well, yeah, but I'm thinking it's new. It should run without needing maintenance for a year before they're like, oh, we need to maintain it.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, that had to have been some weird.
But you're right, though. There might be like it stopped working, and we've never dealt with this model of animatronic before, and we just don't know. Yeah. And so they're like, hold on, someone from Imagineering will be down next week to show you how to do it.
Could be.
Look at that. Michael was saying that when they were just started, they had their whole meeting.
I've heard that they have cast member meetings in there.
It's a great spot for that. Mm-hmm. I feel like they use the Hyperion for stuff like that now too.
Probably.
Speaking of which, why is there not a show in the Hyperion?
Don't bring it up. That makes me sad.
Or the Fantasyland Theater.
I feel like that could have been something that they did for the 70th, is put a show in both of those places.
That would be wonderful.
It would have been.
It's such an easy. It feels like such an easy way for them to add capacity to the park, because those shows eat a ton of people. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know, what is the Hyperion? I think had like, let me see, Hyperion
to the internet.
Hyperion Theater capacity.
Yes, Olivia, it is such a waste. And like Encanto. I Coco, I was like on the Coco train that we needed a live Coco show because that would be amazing. I think because we're getting a Coco attraction, which I'm not mad at, I don't think they'd also put a Coco stage show in. So Encanto. That's Encanto. Why do we not have that?
1,984 people can fit in the Hyperion Theater.
Jeepers.
And let's see the fantasy.
Well, Fantasyland Theater is going to be different because they did take out a bit of seating for all the like meet and greet
but
stuff.
they should have like a.
They should be able to put. Well, I would assume they could put it back in.
1,800 seats.
Wow.
So see, like, there's plenty. Like that's a good selection. Well, here, let's do the math.
I agree,
So if we
Olivia.
do
There's
40,000
so many things that they could do, and really, just I don't know, take one of your shows that is already like a Broadway style show. Like you could do that and like consolidate it. Yeah, I agree, Donna. There's that the Captain EO Theater that's still just kind
Oh my
of
goodness, yeah.
vacant.
It was the Magic Eye Theater.
Magic
back in the
Eye,
day.
that's right.
Let's see if they have this in here as the Magic Eye Captain EO. I'm curious
I don't
if they
know if
have,
it'll have
how
the-
many seating was in it.
Olivia, if they brought back Aladdin, the line would be insane.
It's
well, that's
true.
another thing too. Actually, great. I'm glad you just said that, Olivia, because okay, so maybe you don't take like the Broadway shows, cruise lines. Take one of the shows that's running on the cruise line,
Sure.
and you could do that in the Hyperion. So like the new amazing Moana show that's on the Treasure, bring it to Disneyland. Bring it to Disneyland. You're not even having to reinvent the wheel. And that show is magic.
Sorry, Luna was making dog noises. Piper was making dog
Piper
noises.
was being a dog.
Well, just sit here, just her.
Yeah,
Like,
she's being,
what is going on?
she's groany.
I was trying to find. I thought that anyway. Doesn't really matter, I guess.
But yeah, they had a Beauty and the Beast show at what do they still at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
I think they're just revamping that actually.
So that would be, I mean, that could be what they have going on. I feel like there's so many options, but yeah.
Let's see, does this tell me?
Or Muppets. Bring back the Muppets.
We need more Muppets. That is true. There should be
we
more
do have
Muppets.
some Muppet representation happening again in the new World of Color show. Did you see that?
Yes,
That was part of the 70th
It's
announcement.
the pre-show. It's like a
Yeah,
pre-show.
Yeah. They're getting I am excited that they're getting an attraction in Walt Disney World, but we need more Muppets in California, please. So good.
Well, I don't understand. Is like Disney has these properties that they could use. Like I don't know why they're just letting them languish. The Muppets
Yeah.
is one of those. People love the Muppets.
Mm-hmm. So good. So good.
Is it just the Tomorrowland Theater now? Is that what it's called?
Maybe.
I don't think I'm gonna get a thing. I really just wanted to find like the capacity of it. But
Yeah. That's okay. The internet failed us for now.
so sad. Just bring back the People Mover. And we'll be fine.
Well, that we're talking about theaters, Tag.
I know. Well, let's see here. So they had 62 vehicles with 16 people per
16 and I guess I was thinking like car. I'm like, how? But yeah, per like train, probably, right?
992 guests at a time the People Mover could do. Like, and it was a 16-minute show, so let's times that by like 4. So okay, so it had like a 4,000 guest per
Dang.
hour capacity.
Yeah, pretty good.
Anyway, sorry.
Pretty good.
And it had a Tron theater in it. That's right, because it had the super speed tunnel. I think is what it was called. Yeah, right here, super speed tunnel.
Look,
Boom.
there you go. There you go.
It closed on August 21st, 1995.
Oh, that was so. We just realized we were just talking about this on our little stream. My first trip to Disneyland was in the year 2000. So look at that.
You missed it by 5 years.
5 years.
Lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
Yeah. I also don't think when do the Skyway buckets close? I miss those too.
Let me go back because they just had a list of things. Skyway
94.
94.
Look at that. I just barely missed both of those. Those two are things that I wish I could have experienced. If I had a time machine, there are several
November
points.
9th, 1994.
There are several points in Disneyland history that I would be my first, we're going here.
Oh, I would go to the 1960, whatever
The World's Fair?
where is it? The 1967 New Tomorrowland, like when it first opened. Like, boom.
There you go.
Because that had Carousel of Progress, that had Adventure Through Inner Space, that had Flight to the Moon, Circle Vision, People Mover.
I said several. There are several points I would go to.
I think this would be like my
Opening day
number one place.
For sure. Just because I'd want to see that.
I don't think so. I think I would be disappointed.
No, I don't think I'd be disappointed because I know that it was not I would have low expectations for it because
Sure.
I know that it did not go off without a hitch. I know that it wasn't wonderful, but I think because we hear so much lore about it, I just want to know.
See it with your own eyes.
Yep. And then stuff like I want to see the pirate ship and the tuna,
Oh, yeah.
the tuna whatever.
Well, you could go to 1967 and see all that, too.
I would go see the World's Fair, too. I would want to go
Oh, the actual
experience
World's
the
Fair.
64, 65
That
World's Fair.
sounds amazing.
Well, that there was that one, and there's other World's Fairs as well. But yeah, so many cool things that if you could just go back and experience them, it would be so fun.
I would take you to the 50th anniversary
There you go.
because the 50th anniversary was, and
I'd
show
probably go to
you
all of the anniversaries.
remember dreams come true.
Yes.
So you could understand. So you could look at me and go. And James was talking about this recently too. So both of you could look at me and go, "Yes, Tig, you were right. This is the best fireworks show the park has ever had."
There you go. See the subs with the mermaid. I want to go on the original submarine attraction, what that was. Again, I want to know.
It was fun, but goofy. Did you ever see video or anything of it? Did you see the sea serpent?
I've seen. So the sea serpent they had, maybe it was at a D23 that they brought.
I thought it was an auction.
out.
Wasn't it one of the Van Eaton auctions?
Oh, maybe it was an auction.
Do you remember it looked silly?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I want to go see it.
Year of a Million Dreams. When
So
they
many fun things.
defiled things with the Dream Suite, which used to be the Disney Gallery.
Oh, yeah.
See, I want to go back because I want to literally chain myself to some of these things. Like the People Mover. You can't take it.
Don't close it
You
now.
can pry it from my
Do
cold,
not
dead
do it.
hands.
The rocket rods is not the answer.
Look, I will. I
Just-
have
just-
this magical device
just-
from the future. Let me show you what happened.
Yeah. And look at how many people are sad that you got rid of this. Don't do it. Just don't. Yeah,
Disney World kept it. They know what's up.
they did.
They know what's up. But they have real monorails.
Theirs
and
is
stuff
quite
too.
a bit different, though. I assume
It is. Have you not ridden that one either?
Yes, I did.
I thought so. I
Remember?
was like, I thought you did.
I just did for the first time because we tried. Every time I've tried riding it, it's been down. You were there one of the times with me because when we were there in 2020, not open, so we couldn't go on it. So yeah, I just for the first time went. That was one of the few attractions we did on our one day before we got on the Treasure in December.
You guys should have had.
We skipped Cosmic Rewind to
do
go
the
to
People
Magic
Mover.
Kingdom so we could go do Jingle Cruise, and then the People Mover was our last ride of the night.
Donna, have you been to the Carousel of Progress? It's in Magic Kingdom. It's pretty dang cool. Just saying.
The Carousel of Progress is very
And
cool.
Olivia, if you like the Year of a Million Dreams, they had the one that was what was it, the 30th? What was the one where you could, they were giving away prizes right and left? We covered this at one point on one of our something or other.
They kind of stopped doing that, didn't they?
Disneyland anniversary giveaways.
Sure.
Not the 70th. Well, everything's the 70th.
Now everything's about
so-
giving giveaways for the 70th. 35th? Maybe that sounds right, Kate.
Oh, yeah. Millions of dollars worth of giveaways were awarded to guests through
Yeah.
1990, including Delta Airlines tickets, $1 million in U.S. savings bonds, and 400,000
Jeepers.
other fabulous prizes like Mickey Mouse watches and Disney home videos on VHS. Oh, yeah, because they had the Dream Machine. Yep, this is exactly it. I actually, this was actually, for me, one of my favorite, like, logos.
Oh, Donna went when it was in Disneyland.
Oh.
That's cool, Donna.
Look at that. Ronald Reagan showed
Yeah.
up for the 35th
The Mickey
anniversary.
Mouse.
Yeah, I really remember this logo.
Look at that, like,
Craziness.
castle and cake situation they got going on there.
Key locations. Yeah, look
Very
at this
cool.
logo. It was a cool
Yep,
logo.
Yep, I remember that logo too. Like, obviously not because I was there, but just
Right. Oh, I remember this. Look at this. Oh, it's so great. This is like when I first went to Disneyland, so it was super neat to
look
kind
at
of.
the fun little like things that they've got on the lamppost there.
Yeah. The 35th.
Very cool.
I don't know what's happening here, but it's
got
kind of
like
funny.
silly string all over them or something.
Colorful and festive.
Disneyland
bunting.
Thomas just got back from Walt Disney World and went on the Carousel of Progress 3 times. Very cool.
Look at that.
That's such a good one. I feel like every time I'm at Walt Disney World, that is one of the like must go do things.
Here's the Dream Machine. This was the thing that was giving out prizes.
I
They
like
won a 1990 General Motors Geo or a 1986 Pontiac Firebird every day.
Wow.
Here's the tickets from that time. I remember that. Look, Deanne, if you're still, you're still here.
Look
There's
at
a
the Chip and
Tinkerbell.
Dale one with
I love that his hat string is-
underneath his nose. The gummy bears.
Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Alex would be so happy. Scrooge McDuck,
How fun.
Winnie the Pooh. Oh,
Gadget. Wow.
wow! This is a
The
great
Rescue
site. This has a ton of
Rangers,
stuff on
yeah.
here.
Very, very cool.
Oh, this just brings back memories.
Mhm.
We should one of these days we should cover maybe for a discussion topic if we ever don't have like somebody. We should talk about the different parades, like the Party Girl parade that had all the like inflatable characters and stuff.
Very fun. Very, very
Yes,
fun.
Deanne, those were from the 35th, at least according to this website.
Oh, the
that I
tickets?
found.
Yeah.
There's Ariel. Souvenir guide. I remember this one. Ugh. All right, I'm closing this down. I can't look at that anymore. Getting too distracted.
That's okay.
Deep dive in anniversaries.
It's Disney history.
We could do like a whole series, Olivia. We could be like, we could do like all the different anniversaries.
Yeah.
Disney Plus has the 10th anniversary special of Disneyland on there.
Is that the one with the dancing cake slices?
Yes. I think that is right. It's also the one where Walt is like signing crap and people like took off with his popcorn
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the hat, right?
Yes. That we saw that person at D23 dressed as. Yep. Characters, colors, parades, special events. See, we just have like a whole year worth of podcast topics just right there. Oh, Teresa's trying to bring Piper up.
Piper's awake. Say hi, Pipes.
Get rid of the banner. Piper's like, I was trying to sleep.
She was. She's like, I was trying to sleep, and then I was trying to run away.
You've been sleeping a lot because Vern on Snapchat posts you and keeps saying, Piper's sleeping. But you know who's not sleeping? Luna. Luna hasn't been sleeping.
Luna likes to wake up. Piper likes to sleep in. They get sleepy
She's so fuzzy.
on the weekends because they I think they sleep a lot during the day. So when we're home, they're like feel like they need to be awake.
So they're not sleeping during the day, so then they get
Yeah.
tired easier. Oh, look at you, Piper.
Piper is 7.
You should get Piper some ears. I mean, she's got ears, but I mean, like Disney
some
ears.
Disney ears.
She looks so
She's just
tired.
a big baby.
She looks like she's going to fall asleep.
She does. She had a traumatic day. We went through the car wash this morning,
Oh.
and the car wash is a very
My old dog didn't like that either.
unpredictable, scary place.
Yeah, my dog Jackie, she did not like the.
It's funny.
Car
Piper
wash.
is like terrified, and Luna could care less. Like,
But But you said like one of them doesn't mind the freeway and one of them doesn't mind city driving, but
they flip flop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Piper doesn't like driving in town anymore, but is fine on the highway. Luna loves driving around and running errands, but hates once we hit the like freeway and highway.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're both crazies. Are you waking up?
Not really. You could be downstairs with Vern, who's probably fallen asleep.
Yeah.
But you just like to be up here.
Everyone, Piper, every time we're up here recording or doing some sort of live stream, Piper is
Under the desk.
She's here. She's like under the desk or she's like right behind us. She doesn't ever go on I have a little bed here. She never ends up on the bed. Why? We're okay. She's using the table as a pillow right now. I just don't know if that's comfortable, but I'll put you back
She
down.
must think it's comfortable because she's doing it.
Say goodbye.
Bye, Piper.
Ready? She's like, nope. There you go.
She's like, but you were holding me, and now what?
I know. Now she's like, go ahead. There you go.
In 3 minutes, Piper, you're going to be getting up to go downstairs.
Then you get to like get into like.
Does she sleep? She sleeps on the bed with you, doesn't she?
Oh yes.
But Luna doesn't?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Not all the time.
Because that's why you tuned into this stream, is to hear about
the dogs
sleeping arrangements. But yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, so we're trying to figure out some trip stuff for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Teresa and I were talking about that between the hangout that we do right before this and this. We're trying to figure out.
We just booked tickets to Studios tour in between the two streams because we were trying to figure out the logistics of, right, the Walt Disney Studios is not right next to Disneyland, so you got to figure out how you're getting to and from. So we were figuring out our logistics for that, and we're going to do that during our Disneyana trip in May. So that'll be really exciting because that'll be our first official tour of the Walt Disney Studios. So
and it'll be our first trip since, when was our last trip?
August. D23 was our last trip.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan, you just did that this past week. What did you think of the studio tour? That's what we're doing too. We're going to just rent a car and just hope that we'll see what the parking at the hotel situation is going to be like. But I think that just makes the most sense.
I think so too. Plus, we wanna try, maybe Teresa and I talked about it. Like, we might try to do some other things around the area on this trip.
We'll see. We say that, but then we might just be like, but Disneyland.
At the very end of May, Deanne. Very end of May.
Yeah. It's the last weekend of May is when the Disneyana event is.
Yeah.
Last week. Yes, it's still May. I'm like, is it still May? Yes, it's still May. It's like May 31st and 1st.
Yeah, is the Disneyana event. And did they announce who the Disneyana people were?
Yes. I only remember one because it's Michael Vargo is getting honored
right.
at this one. Megan said it was very interesting. She loves seeing all the steps in making animation. Ooh.
I can't
and
wait.
Visiting. I'm excited about The Office. I don't know what I'm going to do about that.
I can't wait.
Oh, Thomas, we will see you at Disneyana. Very fun. Jill and I want to plan a trip and drive there. Jill, you are like, that'll be like your third trip this year? I love it.
I'm excited to see what Michael Vargo talks about.
There's going to be a lot of stuff going on at this Disneyana event because it's all day. Usually it's like half a day, a couple hours off, and then
do you want to be a board member?
Ooh,
apparently you can be a board member.
National Board of Directors. Look at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Hang on. Does it have? Oh yeah, look. There's morning presentations and afternoon presentations. Tim O'Day.
Oh, look at this. He worked on Gummy Bears, DuckTales, Chippendale
Look
Rescue
at that.
Rangers.
Very fun.
Tim O'Day, cool. Afternoon presentations. If you've ever been on social media,
That's funny.
oh yeah, Tim O'Day, Michael Vargo,
But yeah,
and some
it'll
other
be
people,
fun.
I guess.
It'll be fun. We're looking forward to it. It's always a good time.
Yes. Did we get tickets for it yet?
We did.
Okay.
I didn't realize that there was a full package versus a half day. I'm glad I figured that out because we have the full package.
Okay. Good.
I didn't realize I was getting a full package, but I got a full package.
There are 2 offices. Look at
Maybe
that.
I should now I'm nervous. We'll have to double check what it was that I ordered because I did not know there was.
Put them under the...
They're in the email. We'll figure it out. We'll make sure we got the right thing. Anyways.
Oh, it's 8:32 already. Look at that.
Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us this evening. We're going to try and make sure we got the correct things for Disneyana. Because, again, I did not realize that there were multiple options when I ordered. Maybe they didn't have multiple options before. Anyways, have a great rest of your evening and a wonderful week.
Yes.
And we will see you all next time.
Yes, thanks, guys.